Hello, Fantasmagore here to bring you guys another video for my Thorns Crusader guide. And this one, it's going to be actually a video guide update on the gear. A lot of people have been asking me why my gear is different from the videos and so on and so forth. Well, the truth is the 2.0.5 patch came out and it changed a lot of things with this build. One of the things it changed was the fact that I'll just go through them one by one. I used Retaliate, and Retaliate used physical damage instead of holy. On top of that, same thing with Falling Sword and Flurry. That was physical damage. And those two changes, minor, but they're pretty big to the build, affected it in the long run in order for me to jump up to the next tournaments and keep it higher. I spent a day or two going over my gear and trying stuff around. The first thing I did was I swapped to holy. Obviously, because those were holy, and I just didn't like it. It just didn't seem right. I just didn't like it. Well, I decided to do the next logical thing, which was to try lightning. I tried lightning out, and let me just tell you, it's been a blast. I am glad I decided to do lightning. People have been saying that they switched to fire, but I don't have enough fire items to try it, so now, for my gear, I'll go over the pieces. I'll go over everything, and I'll go over the same gear that I currently have, just so any of you guys are new. For my helmet, it's an Andes helmet, same thing as I had before, but instead of physical, it's now lightning. I have an Ouroboros. It's completely new. It has lightning damage on it. Basically, this is probably will be the best slot for this build because it can have an additional primary stat on it, which can give you that lightning damage. Now, another thing I want to point out is this: I actually have another one right here, which gives me thorns, and it also gives me a lot more strength, but has holy damage on it. I've been switching these back and forth because that extra thorns damage is actually really nice. But for now, I'm sticking to holy because I do more damage. I do more lightning damage than I do anything else, so it earns itself on there. It pays for itself. These, I've actually been floating these around, and I decided these were lightning, or these holy. I think originally I rolled them to lightning, and then I rolled them back to physical. The reason why I went back to physical is because Iron Skin Reflective Skin is still counted as physical, so you still want to give it a good damage booster, and just by putting that 20% on these bracers, increase the damage by 7 to 10 mil on these. And I really didn't lose that much damage overall, so it worked out. I have a lightning SOJ. Nothing. I wouldn't change anything on this except for maybe the secondary. Instead of being barb only, I would change it to wrath. But whatever, it's not a deal breaker. I changed my pants to blackthorns. The reason why, it's because I don't have a lot of health with this build, so I needed something that would boost my strength, or boost my vitality, but also help me do more damage. So I decided to use blackthorns, and that extra damage to elites is actually amazing. I did not think that was going to be such a big deal, but it is amazing. I can tell you right now that my Retaliate alone hits for around 10 to 11, sometimes 12 mil crits constantly on elites. And elites, again, are yellow monsters, blue monsters, elites, treasure goblins, elites, I'm retarded, uber bosses, act bosses, and even the little monsters that spawn with the yellow monsters. I know that's hard to explain, but those do count as elites. So that's big right there. That's again. Only thing that I would do with this is instead of having 10% life, I'd like it to have flat vitality. Decided to go back to a T-Gods. This is amazing. This, along with the Illusory boots, are fucking amazing. What you can do is, let's just say that my flag is an enemy. You can walk like, you can put yourself inside of an enemy. It's kind of hard to do it because it wants to click it, but you can put yourself inside of an enemy, and they get hit with all of the charge bolts, or discharge bolts, sorry. And they hit for 3-4 mil, and I shoot 3 of them out, and it's just constant, and it's very strong. I changed my armor to Black Thorns armor. This is perfect. This right here is the perfect armor for this set. I could not ask for better rolls on this, and I mean that. Like, perfect. Not a damn thing I would change on that. Shoulders are the same. For people that don't know, you want to have the 2-set invokers for the 4-set bonus. Only thing I would change on my shoulders, instead of reduced resources, I would want cooldown reduction. Gloves, again, same thing as I had before. I like them the way they are. I don't have a lot of resist, so I favor that resist over crit hit damage, or crit hit chance, excuse me. I still have an Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac on here. What I would like to get on this guy is a really good Justice Lantern, but I still haven't found one. I found one the other night that was really good, but it was a dexterity roll, and that just blew my mind that it could even roll dex. I'll go ahead and show you guys my skills really quick too. I know this is just a gear guide, but I want to show you guys why I decided to switch to the gear I did. I'll go and start from right to left, and you guys will understand why. Well, first thing, obviously I used Blessed Hammer with Thunderstruck. That hasn't changed. It's lightning. I switched to Punish Flurry and Light Fury with lightning on it because this is just a personal preference. You could use something else. This is not a written in stone move. Like, if you wanted to, you could use anything else besides this. It's just the only reason I use this is because I personally do not have really high crit hit. As you can see, my crit hit chance is sort of low for being an in-game build. I switched to Falling Sword, Part the Clouds. This is very, very, very strong against Rift bosses. I've stunned them for almost 6 seconds with this before. It is very strong, and it hits really hard. I've hit for 50-60 mils with this, and it's just a really good, solid move. I still use Akarat's Champion with the Rally Rune. Just a good, solid move. Same thing, use Provoke with Charged Up, and then I still use Iron Skin Reflective Skin. So for the most part, nothing has changed. My passives are exactly the same, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, thumbs up, and tell me what you guys think about this video, or what I messed up, or what video you guys want me to do next. Thanks, and hope you guys appreciate these videos.